Sprague Jr. is going to lead lap number 1 of Hornets Nest for second on back right now. Bill Bray is going to take that spot. Battle for third. Rich Neeser and Rob Taylor.
Rob Taylor gets in line behind Rich Neeser, has to settle for the 4th spot at this point. Tom Sprague Jr., great run earlier tonight in that number 21 in the heats. Lost the wing on the back of that. He lost his spoiler. Had a bad run in the heats after that. Now he's got that spoiler reattached back out front and in command. It's Tom Sprague Jr. at the line, followed up by Bill Bray, Rich Neeser, Rob Taylor, Aaron Morey, and Thurlby in the 14.
Right now, Rich Neeser trying to reel in Bill Bray. Rich picked up his first feature win here last Saturday night, trying to get another one tonight. He looks to the inside of Bill Bray this time by still trailing him.
Tom Sprague Jr. out front, putting down 15-second lap times. Bill Bray, Rich Neeser, Rob Taylor, Aaron Morey, Brandon Thurlby, Bill Workman, Jeremy Lang, Sean Reed Jr., Matt Christensen, Bob Bray, and Jeff Liggett at the tail end of this one.
You can already see some guys like going up top. Some guys are making the move, making it work down low. But right now, it seems that high line is wherever all the fast cars are running.
12 cars in this feature tonight. Tom Sprague Jr. out front. Rich Neeser continuing to reel in the 94 of Bray. Rob Taylor having a nice run. He runs 4th. Morey rounds out your top 5. He's in the 2K here at Winston Speedway. Saturday night is Kids Night here at the Winston Speedway. We'd love to see you come on out. Our sponsors provide a ton of bicycles to give away for the kids, and the fans here have been collecting money for the last few weeks as well to provide some great treats happening next Saturday night right here, June 7th at Winston Speedway. It's our annual Kids Night. Come on back out. Tom Sprague Jr. continues to show the way 9 laps in. He has got Bill Bray out front by about, a second and a half. Then it's Rich Neeser, followed up by Rob Taylor and Aaron Morey round out your top 5.
Right now, everybody's still hugging up against that upper line on the racetrack, right up against that cushion. That's the softer style of dirt. Right now, Rich Neeser trying to make the work down low once again, going after Bill Bray as Tom Sprague using that high line, continuing to show the way.
Tom Sprague goes high, loses a little bit of time between the 2 cars behind him. The chase is on for that number 2 spot, though. Bill Bray with Rich Neeser hot in his tire tracks. Tom Sprague Jr. says, thanks, boys, race on. I'm out front, I've got clean air, I'm gone in that number 21. We click off 12 laps this time by.
Well, here we go once again. Still the closest battle up front. Rich Neeser down low, side by side with Bill Bray. This time by still Bill Bray with 2nd spot.
Halfway there is what we've been shown by our flag man. Tom Sprague Jr. continues to show the way. Bill Bray still battling Rich Neeser for that 2nd spot. Neeser riding down low. Bray taking the high side. It's Aaron Morey after those guys. Rob Taylor followed up by Thurlby, Workman, Lang, Sean Reed Jr., Matt Christensen, Bob Bray, and Jeff Liggett still running along at the tail end of lap 14.
Now it's going to get interesting because you see our leader, Tom Sprague. He is in lap traffic, putting a lap down in the 7 of Matt Christensen, now going after the 18-year-old driver, Sean Reed Jr. Will this play in here in the late stages of the race?
Earlier tonight with the spoiler difficulties on that 21 machine, I didn't know what I was seeing with Tom Sprague Jr. He looked fast early on, didn't have much once that spoiler was gone, and now he is off to the races. Still the battle going on for number 2. Bill Bray holds off Rich Neeser in that number 87. Lap traffic a factor as we're starting to click them off. 16 laps complete, 17 this time by for Tom Sprague Jr.
18 laps in the books this time by Bill Bray, reeling in Tom Sprague Jr. as they charge off into turn number 1, and Rich Neeser's right there as well.
Bray continues to put pressure on that number 21 of Tom Sprague Jr. Lap traffic certainly becoming an issue at this point. Late in the race, we've got 19 laps on the board. Sprague's out front, followed by Bray, Neeser, Morey, and Taylor. Rob Taylor works his way up into the top 5.
Now Now you're seeing Sprague getting a little bit of breathing room. He's now trying to deal with some more lap traffic. The 0-2 of Jeremy Lang. He'll slide up to the top, shut the door on Bill Bray. Continues to lead with 5 to go.
5 laps on the board, 5 laps to go, excuse me. Tom Sprague Jr. now having a roadblock between the 1 of Liggett and that number 02 of Lang. Gives Neeser and Bill Bray a chance to tighten it up. We've got 4 to go.
Yeah, Bill Bray and Neeser went door to door there. Bray got stuck up atop the cushion, made contact with a wall. He's going to drop back behind Aaron Morey into the 4 spot. And Rich Neeser right up against the rear deck of your leader, Tom Sprague Jr.
Keep your eyes on Rich Neeser. He's going to try the high side. Tom Sprague Jr. throws the block in that number 21, says nothing doing. Neeser answers back. He says, I'll try the low line. Tom Sprague Jr., 2 laps to go. Can he hold him off?
Heck of a race we got going on here in the UMP Dirt Car Late Models. Coming out of turn 4, they're going to see that bleach-colored flag. Tom Sprague Jr. with the lead.
One more time around for the 21 of Tom Sprague Jr. Now Neeser looks to the inside. Tom Sprague Jr.'s fast on the outside of that track. Neeser with a nose down underneath. The 91 going to be some lap traffic. Who's it going to be coming down to the finish? Tom Sprague Jr. manages to hold him off. He comes home first, followed up by Neeser. And Aaron Morey wraps up your top 3.
Well, Tom, you're definitely, you just put on a heck of a show for the fans. Tell me, were you ever worried there in the late stretch of the race?
Yeah, you almost got to be worried because you don't see anybody. And you got to think that Rich and Brandon and Morey is coming up, and I think it was Rich on the bottom there towards the end. But I just held my line and hope for the best.
Definitely. You were wheeling and dealing. You definitely made the top side of the racetrack work for you tonight.
Yeah, we struggled a little bit earlier. Tried to knock the wall down again. And then we were going to run the bottom. And I seen that there was some traction up there, so I thought, go for broke and see if it holds up, and it did.
Well, first one of the year for you, and real quick, before we let you go, who are your sponsors you want to thank for helping you get out here tonight?
Well, I'd like to thank my dad, first of all, and then Landrum Springs come on board this year, and they're doing a fine job. Van Dorn Racing Development, doing our shocks, did an awesome job. A&A Manufacturing, they give me what I need when I need it, so I can't ask for anything more than that.
All right, how about it, everybody? One more time, your late model feature winner tonight, Tom Sprague Jr.
Supplier of Jetson tires, England Automotive specializes in drivetrain, air conditioning, and engine repair and replacement. England Automotive, let the professionals do the job.
Grabe Water Well Drilling specializes in household and irrigation. Whether you're building a new home or you need a new well, Grabe's Water and Well Drilling digs a 4-inch hole so you can have your pump in the well instead of in your basement.
Caution flag waves. Kavanaugh turned around inside of turn number 2. Back to green with 1 lap complete. It is Sprague making a dash for the front in that number 1S. It looks like he's going to get it away from the 51 of Fairbanks, this time by another Sprague having a great run. No, can't quite hold him off. Fairbanks manages to hold on to lead lap 2. He's followed up by Andrew Sprague. Jeff Erickson Jr., Stan Dodds, and John Hammerly worked his way up into the top 5 in that number 87. Sprague with a clear lead this time by, takes away that number 1 spot from Fairbanks. Andy Sprague with almost a 3-second lead now as we've got 4 laps on the board here at the Winston Speedway. Fairbanks scored second. It's Jeff Erickson Jr. followed by Stan Dodds. Derek Passanier works his way into the top 5 as well. Sprague opening up almost a 7-second lead in that number 1S. Fairbanks still scored second. It's Jeff Erickson Jr. in the 3rd spot. 4th goes to Stan Dodds, and Derek Passanier continues to hold on to number 5. Then it's John Hammerly, Paul Johnson, Tim Tuttle, John Pearson, and Kurt Woodard. Round out your field. He is currently scored 12th in that number 7. Sprague out front with a huge lead in the 1S. Laps on the board. Andy Sprague continues to show the way. He's out front by almost a half a lap over the number 51 of Fairbanks. He's followed by Jeff Erickson Jr., Stan Dodds, Derek Passanier still hanging on to round out your top 5. Caution flag comes out. It's going to tighten everybody up. Green flag back out. Andy Sprague continues the dominance out there in the 1S. The 1E of Erickson taking a look to the inside. Fairbanks hanging tough as well. Tough break for Andy Sprague, but as they go by, let's give you the top 5. Sprague, Fairbanks, Erickson Jr., Derek Passanier goes up 1. He's in the 4th spot. 5th rounded out with the number 14 of Stan Dodds. Sprague back to a 4.5-second lead in that 1S with 4 laps to go. Fairbanks, Erickson, Passanier, Dodge, your top 5. Great run for the UMP mods here tonight at Winston Speedway. Don't forget Kids Night coming up next Saturday, June 7th, right here at the racetrack. Bring your kids out for the great racing you're seeing here tonight, as well as all the Kids Night festivities with literally I mean, bikes given away like you're not going to imagine. If your kid needs a new bike, bring them on out. Their chances are pretty good, along with a lot of great kids' night activities. Laps continue to wind down. We got about 2 left to go. Andy Sprague, Steve Fairbanks, Jeff Erickson Jr., and Derek Passanier, your top 4. Stan Dodd's hanging tough in that number 14. He's rounded out 5. One more time around for Andy Sprague in the 1S. It's a dominant performance for the Sprague boys here tonight at Winston Speedway. Hammerly having a hard time in that 87, scraped the wall a little bit, lost a ton of spots. So as they come to the checkers, it's Andy Sprague, followed up by a distant second of the 51 of Steve Fairbanks, Erickson Jr.
His brother picked up the win in the late model feature. Andy, we didn't know it was Sprague night tonight.
No, that always makes it double better because, you know, he's been struggling a lot and he really had a rough night tonight, but I don't know what we hit on the last about 3 weeks, but this car is really starting to come in.
Yeah, definitely. You picked up the Michigan Dirt Cup feature win up at Mount Pleasant Speedway a week ago, so you've had a run of really good luck lately, and did you expect your car to be this fast tonight?
No, I didn't. I mean, with the guys that were starting ahead of me, I knew they were going to be tough, but I was able to run down at the bottom and they weren't, so it made it easy to get around them.
Who are your sponsors you want to thank?
Oh, I always got to thank my dad. He's the biggest supporter. Van Dorn Racing Development, A&A Manufacturing, All-Star, Eco Refrigeration, they're all big support.
All right, one more time for him, everybody. Andy Sprague, your UMP Dirt Car Modified feature winner tonight.
Number 3 for now, but a hard-charging Morgan Smith in the 37 XXS comes along. Trent Musk, a threat as always in the 5X. He is currently 3rd as we get our first lap on the board in our Young Guns. Musk looks to the inside. Barnhart slow down out of turn number 2. It's Musk out front, followed up by Morgan Smith. Barnhart has to settle for 3rd. Flores comes around in the 316 4th. And your number 24 car of Chelsea Allen currently riding 5th. In the 5X, he's out front. Got himself a slight lead over the number 37 XXS of Morgan Smith. Gabriel Flores still top 3. 4th goes to Heidi Barnhart. Chelsea Allen rounds out your top 5, driving that number 24. Just over the halfway point, 6 laps on the board. Trent Musk continues to show the way. He is out front of Morgan Smith, Flores, and Barnhart. Your top 4. Chelsea Allen still scored in the top 5 in that number 24, although top 5 about to go a lap down to Trent Musk in that 5X. To go, Trent Musk continues to show the way. Morgan Smith rides in his tire tracks in the 37 XXS. She doesn't want him to get away with this one, although he does have about a 2.5-second lead out front as the white flag falls on Trent Musk. It's Morgan Smith, Flores, Barnhart, and Allen still your top 5. Trent Musk makes the turn out of 3 and 4. He's coming to the checkers. Here he comes. Trent Musk comes home with another win, followed up by the 37 double XS of Morgan Smith.
All right, Trent. So tell me, you got now 6 wins under your belt. What's that feel like?
It feels pretty good, actually.
Yeah? Just pretty good?
Really good.
Who are your sponsors you want to thank for helping you get this dominant car out here tonight?
Linda Langlois, Wiley Electric, Ruby Ribbon, Sprague's, Lang Family Dental, Mom, Uncle Bob, Grandma.
Do you have enough to get number 7 next week?
Possibly.
Just possibly. All right. How about everybody one more time for him? Trent Musk, the Young Guns feature winner tonight.
When your transmission is in trouble, it is important to find reliable and honest mechanics. National Transmission will get the job done right. Located at 4037 East Apple Avenue in Muskegon, you can call them at 231-788-3244.
Your vehicle is an important part of your life. It gets you where you need to go. Take care of it by bringing it to Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. At Van's Quick Lube, every vehicle gets up to 6 quarts of high-quality Quaker State oils, new oil filter, and a free car wash with every service. If you need a quick wash that is done right the first time, then stop by any convenient Van's Car Wash and experience the hand-scrubbed and Simonized difference. Keep your car running and looking great at Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. 6 convenient locations, 1 near you.
Exhaust specialties, from trucks and cars to street rods and Model Ts, both foreign and domestic. Exhaust specialties now includes brakes, shocks, suspension work, and minor engine repair. They use only heavy gauge stainless and aluminum pipe. They also feature custom tools as well as a selection of lubes, oils, and filters, and other auto parts. Exhaust Specialties is located at 5401 Apple Avenue in Muskegon.
Got a lap in, Tim Stafford, followed by Peterson, Larrabee, Namey, and Buck Spencer. Your top 5 in our Warriors. Peterson's kind of checked out front in that number 12. He's followed up by Stafford in the 20 and distant second. Gary Larrabee, Paul Namey, and Mike Goodwin's worked his way into that top 5 as well. with 6 on the board. Peterson's out front by about 2.5 seconds. Paul Namey scored second that time by. Tim Stafford, Mike Goodwin's up to 4th, and your top 5 rounded out by Gary Larrabee and the number 14. Flag comes out as Charles Peterson gets bumped. Namey and Goodwin right on the bumper of Peterson as the green flag waves once again. Continues to show the way. Goodwin and Namey having a great battle out there for the second spot. Namey by a nose that time by. Mike Goodwin Jr. has to settle for 3rd. It's Randy Larrabee and Gary Larrabee rounding out your top 5 as the laps wind down. For that second spot between Namey and Goodwin Jr. continues to give our leader, Charles Peterson, a little bit of a breathing room out there. He's got quite a substantial lead, probably about 7 cars at this point. Peterson crosses the stripe to put 14 laps on the board here at Winston. Caution comes out, 6 laps to go. Being shown 2 to go. It is the Charles Peterson show here at Winston Speedway tonight. Mike Goodwin Jr. comes by getting that second spot away. Paul Namey in your top 3. Then it's the Larrabee brothers battling it out for 4th and 5th. Gary Larrabee's in the 14. The 44L is Randy Larrabee, and that rounds out your top 5. White flag is out this time by on Charles Peterson. Are in the air. It's Peterson, followed up by Mike Goodwin. The race for 3rd now goes to the 14 of Larrabee. Proved himself. Paul Namey and Randy Larrabee round out your top 5. Your winner in the number 12, it is Charles Peterson.
And putting $300 in the pocket, it's Chuck Peterson the second. How about it? All right, Chuck, you run over here, come over to Winston, made the trip over tonight. Got to feel good to come in, and especially with the stacked field that we had here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. I came here last year and ran one time in the mini stock feature. Started last and took second, and it's the first time I've been up here this year. I was just hoping to have a good run. Didn't have a very good run at I-96 last week, so just hope for the best, and I got her done, I guess.
Absolutely. Now, who are your sponsors that you want to thank for helping you out?
Burt's Glass of Ionia, and a big thanks to my friends Shane Wiggins and Cole and Dylan Gentry for helping me out, getting my car ready. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, one more time for him, folks. Your Warrior feature winner tonight, Chuck Peterson II.
Wanted cars, trucks, vans. Sprague's Auto Parts offers top prices for your wrecked, junk, or unwanted vehicles. Cash on the spot. We pick up or you drop off. For more information, call 231-726-2988. Sprague's Auto Parts, 81 South Getty Street, Muskegon. We buy cars for cash.
Grabe Water Well Drilling specializes in household and irrigation. Whether you're building a new home or you need a new well, Grabe's Water and Well Drilling digs a 4-inch hole so you can have your pump in the well instead of in your basement.
Rick's Repairs offers professional auto repair at a fair price. A Napa Auto Care Center, Rick is an ASE certified master auto technician. Heating and cooling systems, steering and suspension, shocks and struts, brakes, anti-lock and 4x4 repairs, drivability, tune-ups, electrical, engine repair, alternators, starters, clutches, clunks, rattles, and more. Rick's Repairs, 231-788-1830.
Chuck Smith, Sadie Klein rounds out your top 5 as we get ready to go green in the street stocks. Between Derek Poland and Chuck Smith. Smith is in the 85. Poland rides the high side in that number 13. Smith's got this lap. Derek Poland, Sadie Klein, Mark Farber round out your top 4. Chuck Smith, Derek Poland, Sadie Klein, 1, 2, and 3. Then it's Eplett, then Mark Farber. Battle now for that 5th spot. Josh Fry's up there, so is Kendall Marlink and Farber. They're all in a snarl for number 5. laps on the board. Derek Pullen makes a power move on the high side in that number 13. Gets that lap away from Chuck Smith. Looks like Pullen's a little better through the corners. Chuck Smith taking the short way around this track, though. Great battle going on out for that number 1 spot. It's Pullen by a nose, followed by Smith, Klein, Eplett, and it looks like Josh Fry has worked his way up into the top 5 as well. He drives the 44. Laps complete. The door-to-door battle for that front spot continues between Chuck Smith and Derek Pullen. Great battle going on for number 3 as well between the 74 of Eplett and Sadie Klein in that number 8. Fry continues to hang tough in the 44, rounding out your top 5. Chuck Smith and Derek Pullen continue to duke it out for that number 1 spot. 13 laps on the board. Coming in the, what do we got? A battle going on for 3rd as well still. 74 of Eplett, Sadie Klein, Josh Fry hanging tough in that top 5 as well. Still anybody's game as we've got 14 laps in. Chuck Smith continues to show the way. Derek Pullen having a fast ride on the high line in that number 13. What a battle we've got going on up front. Chuck Smith followed up by Derek Pullen. Sadie Klein moves herself up into the 3rd spot that lap. It is the 4-spot car going to the number 74 of Eplett, and Josh Fry continues to try to crack that top 5. He's hanging tough and in the 5th position. 2 laps to go, 18 down. It is Chuck Smith and Derek Pullen battling it out. Tough battle up front as the front stretch seems to have picked up some dust. Mark Farmer tried to take the shortcut through the center. White flag this time on Chuck Smith and Derek Pullen as they head off into turns number 1 and 2. It's Chuck Smith on the low side. Derek Pullen rides the high line in that number 13. Tension mounting, people excited down here at the Winston Speedway. Mark Farmer bobbles down in turns number 3 and 4. Chuck Smith has to avoid him at the line. Derek Pullen! Derek Pullen by a split second gets it at the last second.
Well, the veteran driver of the number 13 comes to us out of Muskegon, Michigan. Picks up his first feature win here this year. Won that feature by .0028 second differential. He is out of the car. Make some noise for him, everybody. How about it for Derek Pullen? Derek, well, how did that feel from your vantage point?
It was a little tight up there. I didn't figure we got him, but we must have.
Yeah, very, very close. So definite .0028. But still, you made that top side work. I kept trying, traded the league several times, and hey, you just decided, hey, put it all the chips on the table for the last lap, and you got it.
Yeah, it all worked out. I don't know how, but it did, and I really am happy.
Well, who are the sponsors you want to thank before we let you go?
I want to thank Matt Miller, attorney at law, Arizona Charlie, Siding R Us. I want to thank my help, Mike, Jeff, Lance, Broad Iron Produce, Borgman Tree Service, Bowman Body Shop, Joe's Auto Parts, Bosey House Rentals. Thank them all.
All right, one more time for him, folks. Your street stock feature winner tonight, Derek Poland.
When your transmission is in trouble, it is important to find reliable and honest mechanics. National Transmission will get the job done right. Located at 4037 East Apple Avenue in Muskegon, you can call them at 231-788-3244.
Your vehicle is an important part of your life. It gets you where you need to go. Take care of it by bringing it to Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. At Van's Quick Lube, every vehicle gets up to 6 quarts of high-quality Quaker State oils, new oil filter, and a free car wash with every service. If you need a quick wash that is done right the first time, then stop by any convenient Van's Car Wash and experience the hand-scrubbed and Simonized difference. Keep your car running and looking great at Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. 6 convenient locations, 1 near you.
Exhaust specialties from trucks and cars to street rods and Model Ts, both foreign and domestic. Exhaust specialties now includes brakes, shocks, suspension work, and minor engine repair. They use only heavy gauge stainless and aluminum pipe. They also feature custom tools as well as a selection of lubes, oils, and filters and other auto parts. Exhaust Specialties located at 5401 Apple Avenue in Muskegon.
Wilson, Grabe, and DeJong as they head down into turns 3 and 4. Nate Trick has to settle for the 4th spot. It is the 51 of Bisson, currently riding 5th. Wilson Jr. out front, Josh Grabe, Mike DeJong in the 3rd spot. Then it's Nate Trick, Jared Bisson, Mike Pickard, Mel Witten at 82 years old. Caution comes out for the 07. Billy Frey turned around. Laps complete. Wilson Jr. shows the way, but Josh Grabe now taking a look to the inside, down into 3 and 4. He snatches that number 1 spot away. It's going to make Wilson settle for the 2nd spot. Mike DeJong follows up in 3rd. Then it's Bisson and Nate Trick rounding out your top 5 in the number 15. laps on the board here at the Winston Speedway. Grape continues to show the way in the G5. Then it's Jared Bisson worked his way up to the second spot, having a great run in that number 51. Dan Wilson Jr. is in the 57, and Mike DeJong runs in the 70. Your top 5 rounded out by Nate Trick and the number 15. To go, 13 complete. Josh Grape continues to show the way. He is out front of Dan Wilson Jr., Jared Bisson, Mike DeJong, and Mike Pickard now in your top 5. One more time around for Josh Grape. He's got about, a good 5-second advantage over our second place car, having an easy run in that G5. The battle now going on for the second spot. Bisson's going to try to take a look on the inside of Wilson down into turns 3 and 4. Grape comes to the checkers in the G5. Another drag race to the finish. Wilson by a nose, followed up by Bisson in the 51.
Well, folks, he's out of Muskegon, Michigan. Picks up another win here tonight. He's out of the car. How about it for Josh Grape, driver of the G5 car. Well, Josh, Dan has done a good job of keeping you out of victory lane, but not the case tonight.
Oh, you know, I got a little bit of bite coming out of the corner there, and I may have pinched him off a little. But, you know, the car was fast, the track was fast. Couldn't ask for anything more.
No, absolutely not. Still, who are your sponsors you want to thank for helping you get out here tonight?
We got Cancun Connection, we got Great Well Drilling, JRC Motorsports, Outlaw Racing, Grip Track, Dytech. Everybody helps. My family, my wife, Mike Applett puts in a ton of hours with me in the car, so can't ask for more.
All right, one more time, everybody. Josh Grape, the Bombers feature winner tonight.
Great show for Carson. Let's see if he can double it up on the wins tonight as we go green one last time. On Brian Carson, the second place car. It is the 84 of Lee currently riding third. Tom Zach is in the 1T, scored fourth, and Lindsley in the 0 rounds out your top 5. Caution comes out once again. He brings them up to speed, and the green flag is out. back up into the top 3 in that 84. Carson currently in the second spot. Paul Namey shows the way, putting on about 17-second laps here in that number 74. It's Namey, Carson, Lieb, Tomczak, Lindsley, and Cook, your top 6. A lot of smoke pouring out of the 68 of Cook. It looks like his night is over. Paul Namey out front, Carson and Lieb, your top 3. To go as they run. Paul Namey out front. He's got 10 laps on the board. Followed up by Brian Carson, Rich Lieb, Chad Tomczak, Lindsley, and Bob Cook off the track in that number 68. Currently scored 4 laps down. White flag in the air this time by on the cagey veteran that is Paul Namey. Former late model driver over at the Berlin Raceway. Brought his act up here into the mini stocks a few years ago. Has had much success in that number 74. It's Namey by about 20 car lengths going into 3 and 4. Carson and Lieb are going to settle for what they've got. Here come the checkers. Paul Namey wins again, followed up by Brian Carson and Rich Lieb, your top 3.
In the mini stock class, after pulling double duty tonight, had his best effort in the Warrior feature earlier, but picked up a win here. In the mini stocks, coming to us out of Ada, Michigan, 2011 track champion. He's out of the car, folks. Make some noise for Paul Namey. Well, Paul, tonight you continue, like I said, 4th one in a row for you. Started up front and just kind of put the pedal to the metal, and you went away from there.
We made no changes to the car. I changed the oil and came back racing.
Hey, it worked. Like I said, it's worked the last 3 weeks in a row. Why not this week? But before we let you go, show some love to your sponsors.
I love River City Motors. Anybody wants to come in, buy a car, or talk racing, come on in. 292-4008.
There you go. One more time, everybody. How about it for Paul Namey?
Smith in that number 27. Let's see if he can fire it up again and do it again. Let's make some noise, Winston, come on! Here comes Goodwin Jr. Go big. 1.5 for the Goodwin Jr. car. He refires it and wants to go again with 3 tires. Brian Carson coming out of 3 and 4. That's what you wanted to hear. Brian Carson with a salute to the fans. He's got his hands up. The car's still running. Here comes Gordonier. Come on, Winston, the louder the better. Let's make a little noise out there. Cheer him on. He's got a beat 4. I can't hear you. Half a roll for Gordonier. And here comes Billy Frey for a second pass. Come on, Winston, I can't hear you. Make some noise. Ronnie Smith actually trying to finish that 07 car out. He wanted to make another pass. Can the three-wheeled warrior top 4 rollovers put down by Brian Carson? If there's one guy that can do it, it's Mike Goodwin Jr. Here he comes to the ramp. Winston, let's hear ya! He can't quite make it. I say that makes Brian Carson the winner.
Supplier of Jetson tires, England Automotive specializes in drivetrain, air conditioning, and engine repair and replacement. England Automotive, let the professionals do the job.
Grave Water Well Drilling specializes in household and irrigation. Whether you're building a new home or you need a new well, Graves Water and Well Drilling digs a 4-inch hole so you can have your pump in the well instead of in your basement.
Specialties Oil and Service Center, 5427 Apple Avenue in Muskegon. Their number is 231-788-2400. Loyal, honest, and friendly service. Please see us for your next oil lube and car care next door to Exhaust Specialties. All your automotive needs in one convenient area.